I think we have a question here from your friend Ricky Roberts. He said, when I beat you at golf and you walked off halfway round, did it hurt?
Ricky, just for your information, young man, you've never, ever, ever beaten me at golf, ever, and I'm not even very good. So, the question to that is, did I walk off? No. Did I sulk? No. Did you beat me? No. You've never beaten me and never will beat me, and I'm not very good. So that says a great deal about you. And I think you were the one who walked off and threw your clubs in the pond, I believe. So no is the answer to that.
And we got one by email from Tony Broughton, who said, have you managed to put a scouting team into place, and will the main scouting remit still be to find young non-league talent?
We've got a scouting network in place now. We're still building it. It's still in its infancy, but we are still looking for players at that level, because financially sometimes that's where it dictates. But you know, we're always on the lookout for all players at all levels. You know, but certainly looking for the next one. And they're out there, and you know, it's just about a matter of finding them.
And we got one from Dave Stringer, who said, will you ditch the jumper and shirt combination when the weather gets colder? Can we expect cardigans?
You know what? I might, as it goes, I might have to put a little cardigan number together. I think. You know, I might start getting a bit outrageous, and I don't know, maybe a little three-piece. Little waistcoat, cravat, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I might even start bringing a walking stick with me, like one of them cool walking sticks, and walking down the line. But we'll have to see.
And Daniel Law asked, what is your favourite part of being the manager at Dagenham and Redbridge?
You know, it's an honour to be a Football League manager. There's only 72 Football League managers in the country. So, you know, all aspects of it, I enjoy representing this football club, managing this football club, you know, hopefully taking this football club forward. And it's, you know, it's a privilege. You know, it's fantastic when you win. It's horrendous when you lose. It's a lonely, lonely place. But I'm very, very fortunate because I have a good board. I have fantastic staff who work with me, and we have a really honest group of players. So, you know, I feel I'm pretty lucky to manage this football club, because you know, I've got some really good people here and some really good players, and you know, I'm really happy about that.
And Mrs. Pards asked, whereabouts in the League 2 table are you aiming to be at the start of 2014?
At the top, obviously.
Ian Carr asked, Wayne, what happened with Grieco? The club saw nothing of him, and he said, P.S. keep up the great work, things are looking exciting.
What happened with Grieco? Grieco wasn't going to feature in my plans. He wasn't going to get much game time. He was behind players. He was behind Reese Murphy, Josh Scott, Brian Woodall, Jake Reed. You know, regardless of that didn't help his case. And you know, I felt it pointless him being here if he wasn't going to feature or figure within the team. So it was best for in my opinion, and his opinion, for both parties to part their ways. And you know, listen, I wish him all the very, very best. I hope he goes on and has a fantastic career. And you know, but you know, it's not meant to be. It wasn't meant to be for him here.
And Danny B asked, who was your favourite Spice Girl?
I liked them all. Who did I like? Probably like Baby Spice, to be honest with you. Yeah.
And Jeff Kite asked, how do you keep all the players happy, and do you believe in changing a winning team?
I've got no problems in changing a winning team. It's not something that I would always do, but I'd have no problems with it if I felt it was right for the team. I've done it before. I've got no issues with that. The key is keeping everyone happy. That's the difficult part, but the key is, and I've said this to the players, the ones who are not playing are just as important as the ones that are playing, because, and I've said this, if we have a player who's not playing, who is a centre half who's playing at 75% of his maximum in training, then our centre forward only needs to be 80% of his maximum in training, who's in the first team. So he's never being challenged. So it's really, really important to keep the fringe players happy, keep them on their toes. But you know, it's about a group, it's about all of us, and without each other it doesn't work. And that's why I keep saying about each other it doesn't work, because as I say, if one player who's not playing is not at 100%, then one of the person in the first team doesn't need it to be 100%, and there's no room for improvement and there's no development there. So, you know, convincing them of this and convincing them, no, you know, it's about them being as best they can possibly be, which will help and aid the group. So you know, it's making them understand that point, but it isn't. It's not always easy.
And we have one from Paul Daly, who said, if you had the chance to sign Mario Balotelli, would you take it up?
He's a wonderful talent, isn't he? I think, you know, someone like Mourinho found it difficult to manage him, but I'd have to take him just because of what he brings to the table. But if I was a big club with, you know, there was lots of exceptional players there, I probably wouldn't, because I think he brings a lot of could potentially disrupt the group. But it's an excellent question, really. I probably would, yeah.
Leigh Muhsin asked, would you rather have a missing finger or an extra toe?
What a great question again. Would I have a missing finger or an extra toe? I'd probably have an extra toe.
And finally, another not so serious one from Reese Martin. He would have the best chance of killing a lion armed only with a biro. You, Warren, or Mr. Curry?
That is an easy question to answer. There would he wouldn't even need a biro. That would be Mr. Warren Hackett. He would beat the lion with his bare hands. So that question's easy, but I like the question, very good.